All right, guys, welcome to the Entrepreneur's Mind podcast. Today we have with us Rahul Singh. Rahul is from Jaipur. He's a startup enthusiast. He is a consultant at KPMG, and he is an ecosystem and community builder and a tech evangelist. Welcome, Rahul, on the show.
Thank you, Nikhil. And I appreciate your reaching out to me for this podcast. So I'm happy to be here.
Thanks so much, Rahul. I think this podcast will help people, especially in Jaipur. We will definitely make sure it reaches to more and more entrepreneurs over there. All
Sure,
right.
sure.
Yeah. So quickly get started, Rahul. Can you tell more about your? Can you tell us more about your current work and how are you coping up with this COVID-19 situation?
Sure, Nikhil. So I work as a consultant in KPMG Advisory Services.
Mhm.
We are headquartered in Gurgaon. And as part of my full-time role, I um, am being appointed as a startup mentor under the state government's startup program, which is known as iStart Rajasthan.
Mhm.
So the modus operandi of the program is to drive the entrepreneurship and startup ecosystem across the state.
Mhm.
Um, Focusing more on the student community and also attracting grassroots level innovators into the startup ecosystem.
Great.
So the program is active since 2018.
Okay.
And so I am part of a team that is managing some of the startups as part of our cohort. So these are mostly young startups. Few of them are in early stages as well. So we help them out in their day-to-day affairs.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yes.
Just curious to know, Rahul. I mean, what made you support the entrepreneurs and the startup ecosystem? I mean, how this idea came up?
So if I go 4 5 years back, um,
Hmm.
I was part of an industry association then,
Mhm.
and during those days, the industry association was largely catering to the large enterprises, and then there was a voice within the association membership that a dedicated support system for SME companies should also come up. So that was my first exposure on such a um, topic. I was not well aware as to what is the difference when it comes to large versus SME. So that was one of my first instances of interacting with such people, and it was in those days when the early bricks of iSpirit was also being laid down. So it was in those days
Mhm.
when I came to know that there is a community of SMEs and startups that are looking to sort of have a single voice, which was something which was lacking across the board. So it was then in 2015 where I met a lot of entrepreneurs who wanted to build an association also,
Mhm.
which could cater to these voices. So I took part with them. So we actually launched an industry association from scratch.
Mhm.
We built it on, we onboarded around 100 to 150 members as well across India.
Great.
But there were some operational issues due to which we could not pursue it, But
Mhm. Mhm.
so those was of some of the earlier sort of interactions with these entrepreneurs and startups, which sort of gave me an understanding that there is a need for these people to have a voice, either through a platform or to whichever way possible. Then in 2017-18 was my stint with a policy think tank here in Jaipur, where I got to work on a lot of different projects which catered to the entrepreneurs, looking at innovation entrepreneurship, looking at the future of work, with the emergence of um, 4.0
Yeah.
norms and the
Yeah.
revolution happening.
Mhm.
And there was one project which I still is very close to my heart, which is on ease of doing business, where we actually traveled to around 7 North Indian states.
Okay.
which included Rajasthan, Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, um, Himachal also, and Punjab. So,
Okay.
we covered these seven North Indian states in around 1.5 years' time.
Mhm.
And we did a series of roundtables and small meetups with uh, the entrepreneur ecosystem,
Mhm.
trying to gauge the impact of ease of doing business reforms that are being implemented at various levels. So
Mhm.
it was in those times where I got actually the real on ground understanding of what are the challenges that these guys face. So
Yeah.
all these 3-4 years were quite interesting to see, and it actually attracted me because I found myself as a person who could, you know, uh, attempt to create some impact
Mhm.
through whatever I could. So I had that knack and drive to help people, and those were some of the initial thoughts that sort of drove me towards this ecosystem.
That's a wonderful story. I mean, it clearly defines that how you have worked on the grassroots levels of Indian ecosystem actually.
Yes,
Uh,
so to say,
yeah.
I still want to go to further deep into the ecosystem.
Yeah.
So the people whom we identify as grassroots innovators, I am still to interact with them,
Okay.
but I would want to go to that level, and that is the opportunity that iStart gives me. So that was one of the reasons why I took up this role as well.
Amazing. We at Hyderabad are also planning and are doing the same thing. We want to build this ecosystem for entrepreneurs where people understand how starting a business these days is easy compared to what we had last 20-30 years back. With
Absolutely.
the use of technology, things have become so easier that anybody can just raise their hand and come out and say that okay, I'm going to solve this problem.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Things are quite different
Yeah.
and quite exciting as well.
Yes. So talking about challenges, Rahul. So, I don't know, what kind of challenges do you see an entrepreneur faces or a startup faces, and what are your views of startup ecosystem in India right now?
I think the ecosystem is quite exciting. So all the kind of numbers that you see, we are the third largest ecosystem in the world
Hmm.
after US and China. A lot of investments have been consistently flowing
Hmm.
into the country as well. So I mean, these are facts which most of us are aware about, and these are not new
Right.
to most of the people. And so these are some of my
Any particular
broad.
challenge that you see,
Oh
especially
yeah.
with Indian startups?
So I think so. I'll actually have put up 3 points which I want to broaden up as the challenges across which are across the ecosystem that I've experienced.
Hmm.
I think the first challenge is to make the ecosystem players understand the difference between a startup and an SME. It is something which is quite crucial because that's how the mindset then starts to
Hmm.
understand that how you should differentiate yourself between any other business or an SME and what is a startup.
Right.
So the definition is not clear with many people, so that is a challenge which I see. And why I say that is a challenge because uh, eventually it impacts the way you operate, the way your compliances are shaped up, and your legal frameworks are
Right.
designed. So it
Right.
is very different when you are a startup vis-a-vis when you're an SME. So just because you're beginning a new business, it
Right.
is wrong to see yourself as a startup founder or an SME founder itself. So I think this difference is something which people should try to sort of understand, and that is a challenge which I'm still trying to face. So a lot of people don't understand it yet.
Yes.
Second challenge is amongst the students and the youngsters when they want to take up startup as a career option.
Mhm.
So I think the thing that attracts them the most is the glamour and the money that comes along with it,
Right.
which is true. It does come along. We have a lot of good founders that have come out and done a lot of good work as well and earn a lot of money also. But I think only aspiring to earn fame and money is something which the youngster and the students must be aware of,
Right.
that is, it comes with a lot of hard work and hardships. It
Right.
is not so easy.
Right.
Yes, a lot of enablers have are there. That's why we earlier said that starting up is quite easy than what it was a few decades ago.
Right.
But the basic difference, which the youngsters should clearly understand how the ecosystem process work.
Mm.
It should not be assumed that a startup will be getting funds.
Right.
So so these are a few norms which students and youngsters have inbuilt in themselves, and it's because of there are various factors to it. I don't blame only them. I
Mm.
think it is the kind of top-down information flow that is going in, and the kind of media attention these guys get. So all these lead to this perception and assumption that um it is there. I mean. It is easier to get money and all, but
Right.
there are a lot of things that you need to understand. So this is another challenge that I see this ecosystem is. I think the last challenge, according to me, is building an exceptional team.
Yes.
uh, I think that is a challenge with which most of the startups face. That is something. It is not just um, applicable to the Indian ecosystem. That's applicable across the ecosystem across the world. So, and the kind of mindset which we Indians have,
Mm.
building a team and having trust between each other, that is another challenge, because not many of us are used to a healthy work culture. you know
Right.
so I think that these broad challenges are something which I feel need to be addressed.
Right. I think spot on. I mean, you have completely elaborated on the challenges here, and I also feel completely on the same lines. Thanks, Rahul, so much for spelling out all the challenges here. Uh,
Right.
a few personal questions now. We'll just have a small rapid fire kind of a thing.
Sure,
Uh,
sure.
so, what is your battery down moment? One moment in your entire life which made you feel completely depressed and out of the world.
So I think, again, I'll correlate this with my experience with the startup ecosystem. And I have come across many youngsters and many founders who have been misled by so-called mentors, who have overnight become mentors, who have no knowledge or exposure or experience of either running a startup or even working for a startup world. So
Right.
most of these youngsters have failed in their journeys. They were not guided well. They were misled. So these actually have hit me quite hard.
Mm.
Because as somebody who has a passion to help people and build an ecosystem, when you hear such experiences and such stories, it sort of uh, impacts you deeply.
Mm.
So I, for one, look at the startup community as a a strong enabler to create more jobs in this country, which we are seeing for the last 3 4 years what is the situation. And on top of it, if you have people who sort of mislead them, who don't share the
Right.
proper information with them, who don't show them the mirror,
Mm.
these things take me sort of hit me quite hard. So these have been my battery down moments, and I keep experiencing them
Yeah.
quite on and off.
There's a problem which all the ecosystems face across. Recently, we were having a debate with our own group, our own community, and
Hmm.
I just said that mentors should be the people who have already built their own startup.
Right.
you know they are the valid mentors because they exactly feel and they know what a founder feels while building a startup.
Right. So if I look at it, that if I put myself in that picture, I actually don't qualify then, because I am not myself an entrepreneur. I'm not a startup founder myself.
Right.
But the difference between me and the other person who is misleading is that, I'll actually not mislead people and sort of tell them just because of the fact that this somebody's coming up to me and asking me,
Right. Right.
I will ensure that if I don't have the answer, I will confess upfront,
Yes.
and I'll actually
Yeah.
try to connect them to somebody who can help them out. That
Right.
is the best that I can do.
Right.
So at least we should be sort of having this knack of
Hmm.
connecting people. If not, because yes, it is a thankless job for many people. They don't see the incentive of helping others.
Yeah.
But the least you could do is actually, if you don't have the time, or instead of saying anything nonsense, let them actually connect them to somebody who can help them out. So this is something which I keep telling people.
That's an amazing wisdom that you shared. I hope there are many people in our Indian culture who come up like this, and with an intention to really help the startup. I'm sure India is going to be a rock star in the world.
Absolutely, we have a lot of
Yes.
gas in the pipe,
Yes.
to
Yes.
drive.
Right. Right. So on the other side, what is your battery up moment? One moment in your life which made you completely, feel excited and you could do anything in this life.
So yes, again, I will relate that to my experience in this ecosystem. So this was 2019, and there was a startup from Maharashtra who had signed a contract with a Dubai government agency that was promoting startups.
Okay.
And under that contract, they were sort of doing roadshows across the country, and they didn't have anybody to look at the Jaipur ecosystem. So I offered them help. I said I'll do anything that can be done here. So the idea was to organize a pitching competition, and the top three people, the top three startups would be then moving on to Mumbai for the finals, and the top, so excuse me, the top finalists from Mumbai would be then moving to Dubai for the grand
Okay.
finale. So the Dubai conference was a 3-day affair, and there was a prize money of 10,000 USD at on grabs,
Mm-hmm.
uh, cash prize, and there were some operational issues between a few ecosystem players whom I had sort of connected to organize that pitching competition. So we had around 15 to 20 entries,
Okay.
and these ecosystem players were not coming as one to sort of execute the competition. So we had reached midway, and then we had to call it off.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I was feeling for those startups who had registered with this hope that they may have the potential to reach to Dubai,
Mm-hmm.
and I could feel that. I knew a few of them, so I then reached out to someone else here in Jaipur, and we eventually, after 10 days, relaunched the pitching competition. We organized it. There were three finalists from Jaipur who had moved to Mumbai for the finals. Why I'm telling you this entire
Yeah.
story is that there is that that kick
Mm-hmm.
that kick
Yeah.
movement.
It's a climax.
Uh,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah.
it was one of those Jaipur startups that eventually reached Dubai and won the cash prize, of that 10,000 USD.
Oh,
So this
wonderful.
was 2019. Now imagine if something would have happened here on ground and it was no fault of these startups,
Yeah.
and if the pitching competition was to be cancelled just because two ecosystem players were not coming on one platform, then it would not have been possible for this particular startup to reach to Dubai and eventually win that. So this particular experience, maybe a few cannot relate to the excitement,
Yeah.
But what it did to me from within was to realize the fact that, what difference can I create in
Yes.
the ecosystem by just ensuring that come what may, the show must go on and something has to be done.
Mm.
That kick is still there in me, and that has sort of enabled me to keep on going and helping these people. So it's quite exciting to see that, and I am a person who does not want to take credit, so I don't mention about it upfront on my
Okay.
profiles and all. I'm not that kind of person, but yeah, so these are some good memories in those days, which has actually kept me going till now.
That's an amazing. We wish you, more success like this.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So one thing that Rahul believes or agree with, but others completely disagree with you.
Yes, so again, so I'll relate all my talks on the ecosystem experience
Yeah.
that I have been doing,
Yeah.
So, so as I was just explaining this experience of mine where I could not see ecosystem players coming together,
Mm.
so this has been my primary agenda of making these people realize the importance of ecosystem sustainability.
Right.
It is up to us as ecosystem players to ensure that we don't compete with each other. Yes, healthy competition is always welcome. It adds on to the efforts,
Yeah.
but aggression and competition just to topple each other and scramble to reach at the top
Right.
is not going to help anybody. Eventually it is the investor community and the startup community that is actually making things work, and it is the ecosystem players who should ensure that the gap is not there.
Yeah.
This is something which most people don't agree with. That has been one of my fights with most of the people. I don't see any reason why as to people should compete with each other.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
World has actually moved from competition to collaboration now. And
exactly.
yeah.
So that is something people don't agree to still, but
Yeah.
I mean, on the face they do agree, but
Yes.
in practice they still have to show
Agree.
that that thing. So that
Agree.
is so that is one experience that I wanted to share.
Maybe an idealistic world would be where all the ecosystems come together and have only one single vision of making India stronger.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
think that is something which is lacking.
Yeah.
Um, so, but yes, I have not lost hope. I
Yes.
have a lot of fire in me to keep things going.
Yes. Yes. We need people like you, who can take things forward from there.
Yeah, I'm trying my best.
Yeah. All right. If you have superpower to change
Hmm.
one thing in this world,
Okay.
apart from the COVID-19 situation that is happening right now,
Yeah.
what would that be?
So I think one of the things that I would want to change is I would want to tweak the patience and tolerance level of
Mhm.
people in these days. So a lot of human problems that we see around us is because that we have become a lot of we have lost the tolerance level, and
Yes.
we have become impatient for no reason. So if there could be something that could help me tweak the patience and the tolerance level so that the world is a much nicer place to live, that is a superpower I aspire to have.
Interesting. Interesting. People maybe need to have more empathy towards other people.
Absolutely, that is what I always strive for.
Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. So one last question, one advice for entrepreneurs, upcoming entrepreneurs, that you would like to give.
So I think for upcoming and aspiring entrepreneurs, the one thing I would like to advise them is to focus on the actual hardcore tech enabled innovations. I
Mm.
mean, the time has come for us to realize the fact that luxury is something which people would not want to have anymore.
Mm.
So the kind of innovations that were defined until these times were, building a mobile application that aggregates a few services and you use that application.
Mm.
But these times have actually shown that, at one point of time people are going to not find any value in these. Yes, by definition and by approach, these may be innovations, but these are not sustainable in the long run.
Right. Right.
So I think upcoming entrepreneurs should take inspiration from what has been showcased by a lot of players during this COVID-19
Mm.
crisis. You have My Lab that has built a testing kit
Right.
right here in this country using our resources, and you have a lot of trained coaches that have been converted into ventilators and
Right.
medical sort of rooms. So these are very small examples of what kind of innovations can impact social life and create long term sustenance, and which matter the most.
Right.
And I think going forward, the investor community is also looking at, I mean, they've also realized that gone are the days where cash burns around a
Mm.
useless technology is not the way forward.
Right.
So I think social impact is something which a lot of investors have taken root,
Mm.
and the emerging markets, which is the developing world, in which also India lies
Right.
to an extent.
Mm.
Such regions have a lot of opportunities um, for social impact and enterprises. So that is the advice I would like to give the upcoming entrepreneurs, to actually think broad, think how they can create a social impact through the work they would want to do.
Right. All right, then think long term, think sustainable businesses and make India proud.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you so much, Rahul Singh, for joining us. Guys, like, subscribe, and comment if you like the podcast. Thanks so much for joining us, Rahul.
Thanks, Nikhil. Thank you so much.
Yes.